Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depends on where you are watching this video from. Guys, let me just show you around what is happening, the update, the progress that we've done so far here at this house. And I hope you're going to understand something. Also, I hope you're going to be impressed. I hope you're going to be motivated. I hope you're going to learn something. Let me introduce myself. I didn't introduce myself. My name is Timothy Hara, the masterpiece. And on this channel, what I do is I do travel content. I do also personal content. Let me just say I do documentaries. Everything that I do is just documentaries. So in this video today, I did a documentary about myself, trying to show what is happening around. And in the coming month, maybe I'll be going to Mufulira, showing you the Mufulira that you don't know and some other things. So this is all about the channel. But this channel helps you to find your reason, to find why you are living, and it helps you define yourself. So today the work will be done here in front of this area. They are going to come and plaster this whole area. So today I think they're going to finish this area, and this is what we've done so far. You can see. So this is my yard. This is how their house is looking now, and God is unbelievable. You can see this area again. This is the road. Again, this is another road. So this is the sand. Somebody does wake up early in the morning. You can see that boy. That's my son. He has woke up early in the morning. This is the sand that we've used to plaster the house outside. You can see. And today it's going to be done. Today it's going to be done. So this is the front part now. Yeah. So guys, this is the front part. This is what we've done. You can see it's not yet done. We are coming here to complete it. You can see this is how far we've gone. Somebody was asking me to say, where are the windows? So this is the you can see the demarcations of this. This is where the window is going to be here, and here this will be the window. You can see, and there. I'm sorry for the scaffold. The people, they are still working here. They are coming today to complete this area and the other area, the front part there. Let me show you the sunshine. Take a look at the sunshine there. It's early in the morning. So you see how we've done it. So here, somebody might try to ask, why are you leaving this part this side, the rough? We are leaving this rough area because we're going to put a rough cast here. The whole this area we're going to put the rough cast. You can see. That's why we are leaving this. But here, like on top here, we're going to try to paint this area. This house is very tall. Excuse me. So you see, this is the look, the new look of the house. So this is the new look of the house. We are improving each and every day. You can see again here there'll be a small window, but not that size, a very big size. Even there, this is a window. There will be a window for the toilet and a window for the bathroom. And here, this is there'll be a window for the bedroom, the girl's bedroom. There'll be a window there. And there will be a window for the sitting room, and here will be the door. This is the backyard. The gray one. To a double one now, I'm gray hair. So guys, this is so far that we've done. This is how we've done it, and this is what I prepared. Like, okay, this is what they're going to do for me, and fortunately, we've done it. We've maintained the house. We've plastered it. So today they are going to finish it. They are going to make sure that everything is in place. And when you take a look at my yard, like here again, starting from there, we've tried to level it up until somewhere here where there are onions there. These two beds are for onions. So we've tried, even there, we've tried to level this area up. The way you are seeing this land, this is not the way it was looking earlier on or the time we came here. Everything wasn't right. This is when we are trying to maintain the land or to clean up the yard. You see? So even the house that you are seeing here, this one, this is not the house which was here. There was just a small house. And I hope if you watch the video that we did yesterday, there was the video that I posted entitled How I Built My House Here. So that video talks about our journey here. And I hope some of you have seen where we are coming from. Even the house where we used to live, you can see how it is looking. This side is looking so beautiful, and I'm happy for that. You can see. So when you look, like 7 months ago, the house wasn't the way it is, and the things that were happening here or there at my house. Sorry, I'm moving out now. I'm going to my workplace. So this is why you are seeing that. You are seeing different things. Okay, so a lot of things were not in place. So we tried to do all those things, to put them across, to put them along, according to how much we're going to have. Let me just say, a certain amount of money that I always have, I always try to keep and try to change something. And sometimes it passes 3 months without doing anything, because sometimes you find that maybe you don't have, the only money that you do have is the money for maybe for just buying groceries and some other things, you know. So what I've come to learn is that I've been doing it slow but sure, building it slow but sure. Today I change this, tomorrow I change that. If I'm having money, even the other day I'm changing that, even the other day, you see. And that's, at the end of the day, you're going to see that there is a massive change at my house. You see, the tempo of my movement in terms of construction, it's so different. It's so different. Why? Because I'm learning each and every way. That is my first house to build, like a massive one. Yes, I've already built some little things like uh, a shop. I built the first shop, even the second shop. I didn't know how much expenses to build a big house, because that one is my first big house. It has got uh, 4 bedrooms, the toilet and the kitchen inside, also the dining and the living room, or yes, the living room. Here in Zambia, we call it the sitting room. So that is my first to build like that massive house. So each and every stage, I'm still learning to do things. You see, I'm still learning to do things. Still learning to do things. And one thing that I've come to learn is save the little that you have and try to change something with the little that you have in every situation that you are in. You see, because there are situations whereby you are having money and you want to change something, but your heart is telling you to buy something which is for leisure. You see, and this usually happens more, especially to us youths. Like, you want to do something good, but you find that instead of you doing that, you're going to do something that is not even what you want to do. So you find yourself in a situation whereby you are failing to accomplish your goals or your dreams at the end of the year or at the end of the day because of the pressure of what you want. So this is the area, guys. This is where I live, somewhere here, and you can see a lot of things happening here. A lot of construction, a lot of people are building. You can see. Yeah, man, it's Russia again. I heard they said it was here. So this is a church. This is a church. Now, this is a plot. This is a plot. These are houses, you can see. Starting from this area, starting from here, all this area, like all this area, this is a market until there, somewhere there. This is a market, and just within, like inside the market, there are a lot of shops, and there are a lot of bars. There are a lot of and there's an area where they do sell, what do they call, vegetables, and all this area, like you can see, there are empty shops, a lot of empty shops here. So this is Mapalo market. This is Mapalo market here in Ndola, Zambia, after Chipulukusu, or let me say Chipulukusu area, somewhere there. So, and this is the road. There is a teacher junction there. It goes this side, you're going to the old market, where you're going to see the last station, and this side it's going to the residential areas. So that's the way it is. building in Zambia is so expensive, I'm telling you. But again, if you just have a heart to what you're doing, you're going to manage. You know, some of us, we want to do things fast, 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 fast. We are done. But it takes time to build something. It takes time to build a good house. And, build something that you can afford. And I've seen a lot of people here whereby they have they are building a very massive house, a very big one. And then all this way they're coming well. And then you just find that they reach at a certain level, maybe the income stops coming, and then they stop. And the building stays for years and years and years. And then from there you heard that they're selling the same land. They're selling the same land. Why? Because they were thinking that a certain amount of money that they are having will be enough for them to build that house. But it failed. You see? So what I've come to understand is just build something that you can manage. Or if you know that this project is bigger enough, don't take it so fast. Because I'm telling you the truth. The truth is that building will chew your money. Each and every day to be chewing your money. Each and every day to be chewing your money. So if it keeps on chewing your money, then which means there won't be the money in the pocket. You see? And again, if you are a person who really works somewhere, for example, more especially teachers, nurses, these guys who work under the government offices, you find that for him to buy the same plot and start building, he used some loans. You understand? He got some loans from somewhere and then he started building. And then that money that he got as a loan finished. So from there, he fails to finish the house. He's just stuck at a certain point. So whenever he is stuck at that certain point, he's now planning to build, to complete it, or to wait, pay the other loan, and then after finishing that loan, he will go and apply for another one to complete the house. You see? Why? Because he knows that the salary cannot manage to build the house. Why? Example. You find that the teacher is getting paid 5,500 kwacha or 6,000 kwacha. He has gotten a loan from a certain bank, and some people this time I've heard that they're getting loans from different banks, and he has gotten that loan from this company or this bank. He has gotten maybe a 50,000 kwacha. That 50,000 kwacha, the salary is 6,000 kwacha. Imagine, a salary is 6,000 kwacha. In that salary, they'll be deducting maybe, that is maybe 2,000 kwacha. And is remaining with 4,500. Now, looking at the life that we are living this time, I'm telling you, 4,500, maybe I can give an example of maybe he's paying some rents. Maybe he's staying somewhere and then he's paying rentals there. So he's paying rentals maybe for 1,000, and then he has remained with 3,500. And then from his home to where the school is or where the hospital is, there is a distance. He needs transport. Excuse me. He needs transport. So transport here sometimes it closer to 1,000 again, and it's going to remain with how much? 2,500 kwacha. 2,500 kwacha. groceries for you just to maintain that the level of your lifestyle at home, to eat well, so that everybody can see that that one is a teacher, or that one is a doctor, or that one is a nurse. You need to maintain like the standard of living at home, the way you eat, you know. So you find that that 2,500 won't manage to be as his own salary. You see my breakdown. Imagine now, he's paying loan. The other side is paying maybe transport. He doesn't have a car. This side is paying groceries. This side is paying different things. And there are those areas that we do have within the community, whereby maybe you got some charcoals from somebody and he told you to pay maybe at the end of the month. Imagine those things. Those things. Now, do you think is it going to be enough? Because when you look at the cost of living, according to how you live, you're going to raise that cost of living. You know? According to how you live, according to how you want to live your life, that cost of living will be high, very high. And more especially, and I've seen these people, these who works in governments, in what? These guys, they really love expensive stuff. They really love expensive things. Even staying in expensive houses. They want to live maybe in Kansenshi, expensive areas like you find that he's living in Kansenshi. Now look at Kansenshi. The houses that are there, how much are they paying the rentals? You see? They want to live expensive. They want to like people to see that this is what is happening, or this is the life that we are living. That's what they want to. But forgetting that they are living their own life. That's why I told you, I've been telling you to say, whenever you're doing something, you have a reason. And a lot of people, they don't understand this, to say, in whatsoever that you are going to do, or in whatsoever that you are doing, you have a pita. So you need to have a reason. Even them staying in those places, they have a reason. Doing whatsoever they are doing, they have a reason. You see? So you're going to find that a lot of things are going to be failures. Their dreams, they're not going to achieve those dreams because they have a lot of things that are demanding, like to be in place or to be paid. And then the other fun fact, or the truth, if parents or families knows that Timothy works in the government, Timothy gets paid in the government, they think that whenever you're working in the government, you've got money. You're getting paid a lot of money. You understand? You're getting a lot of money from the government. So you find that families, every month, they'll be on you. Your sisters, your brothers, they'll be on you. They'll be calling you. Uncle, we don't have books for school. We don't have this. Because they know that you're a teacher or you are a nurse. So you see all those kind of things. That's why I'm saying things are changing. Even yesterday, I even said it. Life is evolving here in Zambia. Things are totally changing. And for you to maybe to maintain some of the things, and that's why I've been advising some people to say, hey guys, if you know that you can do business, just do a side business while you're working somewhere. That business will be helping you to solve a certain amount of things. You know, try to work, and then you have a something like that is maybe bringing something on the table. But if you're not going to try, then which means your dependence will be in that salary. And if the dependence being in that salary, then which means that a lot of things are going to be a problem to you. There are things that you're going to solve this month, and there are things that you're not going to solve this month. So at the end of the day, you'll find that some of the things are not going to be done. So living life, living a slow life, it's very important. Living a simple life, it's very important. You know, it's very much important. Let no one knows your plans, and let no one knows what you are planning to do. Just live simple. Don't live expensive, because just like I've said, the way you are living today, that's the way the cost of living will be to you. So the cost of living will be to you differently, because the life that you've taken. I hope somebody's understanding. I hope so. So this is it, guys. Hey guys, we are here once again. We are at the business, doing our business once again. You can see this is when I've reached my shop. The bicycle is still inside, and we haven't swept the shop. Let me just say we haven't arranged the things here. This is when I've just arrived. So this is the business that I do run. This is the business that runs this channel that you're seeing here. Every bundle, every data that I do have on this channel, this business always supports this channel. Also, the business also supports my travel content. Whenever I'm traveling to Mpongwe, Mufulira, Rwansha, and some other places, this is the business, guys. This is what does all these things. A very small one. Why I do this? It's because of the passion that I have for my country, Zambia. And I would love to show you places that you don't know about Zambia. And I'm so glad about that. I've started doing it. I've started moving from one place to another. You know, a lot of people may try to say, Timothy, I want you to vlog about this. Like, more especially, some people they've been sending messages to say, oh, go to Livingstone, go to Sorezi, go to this area. And I cannot go there without your sponsorship. I cannot go there without your, maybe let me just say your sponsorship. If you cannot sponsor me, then just wait. The time will come. The time I'm going to sponsor maybe myself to go there, because it really needs you guys. Like, okay, if you want to see what you want to see, maybe you want to see the Dollar Town Center, instead of me going there without anything. There are places, for example, Mufulira. I'm going to Mufulira. I'm not going to spend just a day there. 3 days or 4 days. I need to lodge. I need to eat. I need to do what? So different things. Because where I live and where Mufulira is so different. Today I've touched a very important topic, and a topic that a lot of people we should learn to. This is so important. Loans. Loans. And I've talked about it, like I've been saying to say, teachers, nurses, doctors, the people who works in the government, these people they have a permission, or they are eligible to get any loan from any bank. You see, they have that power. Why? Because they work in the government. Even those people who are maybe within the communities, but they always do something, they always maybe they work in some companies, they always have access to some other loans. You see, now I want you to understand something about these Zambian loans. Do you know that somehow they destroy your future? They also sometimes destroy your plans. You see? I've talked about this because there was something that really happened to me. With these Zambian loans apps, I got the money from a certain loan app application, and then I felt the pain of paying that money. You know, I'm saying it in this way. I want you to understand a loan can be good, a loan also can be bad. A loan can be good in a perspective of doing business, where you are paying that loan like you are doing business. For example, I'm doing business here, and since I'm doing this business, I have a loan to boost maybe the business or to improve my business. I want this business to be successful, you know. So for me to boost this business, since I don't have anywhere where to get the money, since I don't have anywhere where I can collect the money and invest in the business, what should I do? Because this is where I do get the money. This is where this is the place of work. This is everything to me. So I'll go and get a loan from a certain bank or from a certain maybe people. Here in Zambia, we've got people who give some loans, tradition loans. Now, since I got that loan, I invest into the business. It will be very easy for me to be paying that loan to that bank or to that person, because I know how to be disciplined. I know how to be committed. I know how to pay them, in short. The French. Petit Tamoud. So you see, and here is the person. He doesn't have a business. He only have a workplace. He only works at a certain company. I want you to see the difference. And that loan that he wants to get, he wants just to eat that money. Or that loan that he just wants to buy a car. You just want to be going to church, school, or to the workplace with a car. You see that loan can be a bad thing. That loan is going to be invested in that car, and that car is not going to be used as a business. That car is going to be used for traveling, maybe just moving. You see? And that loan is going to be used for just eating at home, buying some stuff that they want so that they eat. You see? You see the two differences. That's why I'm saying some Zambian loans will ruin your life, will ruin your plans, will ruin your dreams. You see? Imagine I've gotten a 50,000 or 70,000 kwacha as a loan from a certain bank, and I'm a teacher who is getting 5,000 kwacha or 5,500, 6,000 kwacha. How much are they going to be deducting from my salary? Yes, I want you to understand this thing. I want you to understand very carefully. How much are they going to deduct from? And how much am I going to pay that loan? How many years am I going to pay? You see? I have a 75,000 kwacha. Maybe per month they'll be deducting maybe 2,000 kwacha. 2,000 kwacha, that 2,000 kwacha. Imagine if I have gotten 70,000 kwacha as my loan. They need to add some interest. Maybe I will be paying a 90,000 kwacha or 85,000 kwacha. They've added that increment. And banks are very crazy and they are very clever, I'm telling you. The more the interest rate increases, the more they increase your loan. You see? I'm coming. Let me just talk to some customers. I'm coming. Okay. Nice. Abeba tu anko na batu anko Timothy na bakwata drink.
Na bakwata tata bente nga bakushira kwa bwino. Oh. Na pepo.
Ala alishuka na bambuya pepo.
Ungashtaudi. Keshi.
Ishi mama. Isamba.
Okay, ngamishira. Naraba pera ku 50 ngana bomba na mayo 20 suka tende mwamva. Mwamva. Ndipo mdeni wake. Ola tabafite mwanefu na mazoi ninkwata. Tabafite mwapo.
Oh.
Bati sumaikiban alisata chana ibeti. Ati suma sana alisa ilaburi. Mami suma no tina to amushire. Natao nkamlipina na hivi. Kesa. Ni kesa aka. Kakuchita chani. Kakuzungusha nishinga.
Ngoni kwacha.
Baramibikira banko baramibikira.
Naisa ndemibikira mwamfa. Aka.
Barakubikira banko kasu.
Nakambiaka.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Kono bali tuishi bana tubata tuishi.
Oh, alright.
Oh, bali tuishi batwa.
Okay. I'm sorry guys, I was talking to my customers. You can see I'm in a shop. I'm doing business here. So let's continue with from what I was saying. You're having a loan, you just want to eat. You just want to buy a car. You just want for leisure, which is a very bad motive. A very bad motive. You want to say? You na umono be na isa but na ore punda fe odi. Yashinga safari boy. Iwe safari yashinga. Okay, ke pushe tetwa kupere teni kwa acha tikashite safari ukwabulo kuishiba ni yashinga. How much should I deduct from this money and how much is your change? So go and ask, okay?
Love, ya 3 quarters.
So for your 3 quarters, you are done. Karibu boy. Ajigista mudi. Majigista mudi. Penda.
Olombele nyutso.
Oh. Okay. Kapitako. And here is your thing. Thank you. Having a loan, just because of your intention, maybe to use it for chewing or for just home thing, I'm telling you that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea and it will ruin you. Because each and every month they'll be deducting from your salary. Each and every month they'll be deducting. If they are deducting 2,500 kwacha every month, which is not going to be the same, it's going to be different. And when you see from where we are coming, the time I started this video, when you break down like all the things, the necessity that are needed in your life, even the budgets that you need to take, you find that you're not going to do anything. And most of the time, and I've come to observe this, I don't know, this is my observation and my opinion. Most of the teachers, most of the doctors, most of the nurses here in Zambia, some who are not who don't use their brains so well, even this time they're still renting, they don't have their own house, they don't have their own car, they don't have anything. Why? Because of the loans they had. And they've grown old. Imagine you are 35 years old and then you get a loan for 70,000 kwacha, and then they say you'll be paying in 5 years or 6 years. Now within these 5 years and 6 years you're 35, which means you're going to be 41. You're going to be 41. Now all these 6 years you haven't done anything good with that the remaining amount of your salary, which after they deduct, you haven't done anything good. How are you going to improve? You're going to wait for pension to say, oh, I'll build my own house if I have this pension.
Kadrinki. Kamoja nshinga.
6 kwacha. Moja tamundi mulfe energy, I mean. So, you see what I'm trying to say. The bad side of getting a loan just for personal use or just because you want to do something. You see that bad part.
Nishinga 9 kwacha.
So ulefa fwaka on kwacha. Yeah? Che ifwake.
Nakasirika 15.
And change. Not kuponya MPH na papat. Ora uisa tina shiburire MPH. Not kuponya. How for that? So you need to open your minds. You need to open your brain to say, oh, this loan that I'm going to have or this loan that I'm going to get from this bank, I'm going to use it very nicely. If it is the business, you want to grow the business moves so well, the business is doing well, and then you want to boost it, quite good. And you are going to be able to pay that loan because you're going to know how much you are having. You see? I think I'm crap for me. I'm talking sense here. Timothy. Okay, on the serious note, this is what I'm saying. If you're using that loan as a business perspective, and then you're trying to improve the business is doing well, but some of the things they're not there at your shop or maybe at your business, what you're doing depends on the type of a business that you're doing, and then you get the loan. Yes, quite all right. It's a very beautiful thing because you're not going to struggle to pay that loan. But if you just depend from maybe getting your salary as from a teacher or from any workplace, you get that loan, you're going to struggle. But for a business, it's not going to struggle. You see, this part, I want you to understand very well and be very careful to get money from these traditional loans. And be very careful to get the money from the Zambian apps, like these applications which they borrow you money or they credit you money. Be very careful with this. Why am I saying this? The Zambian tradition loan. The Zambian tradition loan, the bad part is that if you borrow 1,000 kwacha, you're going to pay 1,500 kwacha, which is the interest to be 50%. 50%, which is some huge money. If you borrow a 20,000 kwacha, imagine 50% should be added to that amount of money. You see the bad part? That is tradition. Zambian loans. Be very careful with that. Sugar ka cresti. Takwawa sugar ka cresti wa boy. And we bore fanshi. Majigis tamuri. Mapa fwayo. Utu? Tudeke? Okay. Kobe? So angupururusha? Tawaishiva. How bufi? Ani sweetheart. Thank you. And the other thing, the bad part of getting a loan from Zambian applications, there are these applications which are they are trying to lend you money. They are saying, "Oh, borrow 1,000 kwacha and get." I'm telling you, those guys, they are very. I'm sorry, I don't want to use a bad word, but they are very, very bad. They are going to tell you to say that The interest amount of money that you'll be paying per day, it's 1 kwacha. Maybe if you borrow 1,000, if you borrow 1,000 kwacha, you borrow 1,000 kwacha. You borrow 1,000 kwacha. They tell you to say you're going to pay 1,200 kwacha. So if you are going to be paying 1,200 kwacha, that they say you're going to pay after 3 months. That's the lie they always tell people. You're going to be paying them this amount of money within three months or 90 days. Now that 90 days, it's a lie. It's after 4 days or 5 days. You see the bad part? Karibu.
Namkata diaper.
Madaipa alipo amaroshko.
Yalipo?
Rotira nkoda lelo.
Oh, atwashinga sana.
Sorry. So after 3 days, after 5 days, that's when you're going to pay that money. That's when you're going to pay that money. Now, if you borrowed the same money from these Zambian apps, you borrow that money around 10 hours. And then the final day reaches, or the actual day reaches, that 10 hours, if you just exceed from paying that money within that 10 hours or before 10 hours, if it reaches 10:01, then which means that they will add some interest to your bill. You see, they added 200 kwacha. You borrowed 1,000 kwacha. They added 200 kwacha as your interest. They'll add another 200 kwacha so that you pay within 4 days again or 5 days. You see, which is 200 plus 200, which is 400 kwacha. And then plus 1,000, which is 1,400 kwacha, which you're supposed to be which you're supposed to pay within that 5 days. You see, even that 200 kwacha which you failed to pay, they're going to add the interest plus the other interest. So you find that the interest is going to be maybe 300 kwacha. They're adding up. So if you keep on extending, like you miss your day, they'll keep on adding the money. You see the bad part. That's why I'm saying Zambian loan givers, they are ruining people's lives. And people are being destroyed. Let Kamili chokoloko. Number one is to afford the shirt.
Akaso akadeke. Akaipso.
Tamuri yako. And kabien weekend pants. Ndeshen. Weekend pants. So you see how Zambian loans are ruining people's lives. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm just trying to enlighten you with some good motives, with some good opinions, because a lot of people, they're doing nothing in their lives because they are not having the right mindset towards that loan. So if you have a good motive about that loan, then go ahead, do it. But if you have a bad motive about loans, then I'm telling you, I had a very bad experience with these loans. A very bad experience. More especially Zambian applications, these that they give loans, whereby you just insert your NRC and your phone number. I had a very bad experience. Do you know that these guys, they do insult? They insulted me the day I failed to pay. It was on Friday. I failed to pay the same loan. I got about 1,300 and I supposed to pay 1,600 kwacha. And then just exceeding just 1 hour, and they started calling me. Hey, you? If you knew that you cannot pay the money, hey, blah, 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 insulting my mother, insulting my father. If this one calls you, the other guy will call you again. The other guy will call you again. If you block this number, they will get another number. They will call you. They will shout at you. They will do this. I'm telling you, I had a very bad experience. And from that time, I washed my hands to say, I'll never do it again. Why? Because I had a very bad experience with these loans giver. If I want to improve my business, it's better. Sometimes there are times whereby things are not happening, and you need money. Maybe you go and borrow from these traditional givers, and then these traditional money givers, you need to choose a person that really like you relate to. Mulomfwana, in short, in Zambia we say you are in good relationship. It's good. It's good. Now, banks, traditions, and Zambian application loan givers, if you have a long motive about loans, I'm telling you, keep away. Because a lot of lives they've not improved their lives. A lot of people, a lot of guys, they are suffering. Some, they are still paying. The loan they got 10 years ago, they're still paying. And when you look at the certain amount they got as their loan, look at what they are doing. Look at maybe the things that they are doing. You find that it is nothing. It is nothing. Some, they are working for free just because they're paying the loans from the banks. And some there, you find that he's working as a teacher. He goes to Zanaco, he gets a loan. He goes to Access Bank, he gets a loan. He goes to Eco Bank, he gets a loan. All these three banks, they are deducting from his salary. Now imagine these banks that are deducting from his salary, and his salary is 10,000 kwacha or 7,000 kwacha. This bank deducts 2,000 kwacha. This bank deducts 2,000 kwacha. This bank deducts 2,000 kwacha. You find that the banks will correct 6,000 kwacha. From 10,000, he remains with 4,000 kwacha, which is a very bad thing. Talk time. So that's a very bad thing. Now imagine you are getting a 7,500 kwacha, which is at the end of the day you're going to have 1,500 kwacha. Now, looking at the cost of living, the life that you are living right now, 1,000 or 1,500 kwacha is nothing. You cannot feed your family from debt 1 to debt 30. You cannot. And you will never, I'm telling you, you will start up now borrowing from the traditional people. You've got loans from the bank. Again, you've got loans from your traditional people. At the end of the day, you're just suffering. Kuda kwachi manda kwada. Hapa wakafahamu hapo. Kana. Nishina mungu ketinje nje kukonso kwale nje chatingo kumwaya. We mwandini. Mre Bwana mwachibukeni. Este dinse nkuna pamieno hapo. Okay. This is a church. So guys, this is one of the area here in Dola. Just past this way. And then let's see what is going on. This is the house. Naitangulia ubwali mrefu mapu. Oh, nasema majumba hapa pale mdala na chama na baba. Wale ni makuli na chama. Nikita hapa na mimi. Hey guys, I'm so tired. As you've seen, I'm coming from the garden. Somewhere there's a garden for a certain man, and I've been wanting to go that side just to see what is happening there. And I'm sorry that I didn't film anything. The only thing that I filmed was the fish pond, and just a small part, almost maybe 30 seconds. That's what I filmed about that fish pond. So I went there just to see what is happening. I've been telling him to say, "Oh, I'll be coming," because each and every time when he comes in the shop, he always tells me to say, "Timothy, please come and see how I do things. Come and see how I run my fish ponds." Not for me to go there and film or maybe to do some stuff, no, but to go there just to see what is happening, what is preparing, and the things, his plans. And I'm telling you, I've learned a lot from him. We've discussed, and he had to tell me a lot to say, "Timothy, this is life here. This is life. Fish farming is life." Sorry, I'm selling, I'm coming. So I had to learn a lot of things. And I was telling him to say, if I was to have a farm, if I was to have a land, a very big land, I want my land to be near the river. I want to do this because this is so amazing. Because what he's doing is so amazing. And here in Zambia, the way it is, if you ask someone to say, "Okay, can I film what is here?" If they agrees, then you can film. But if they don't, you can't. So that's the way it is. Before I do anything at maybe, for example, like those kind of moments or those kinds of lands, I need to ask some people, "Oh, what if I do this here? Oh, you own this? Yes. Can I film here?" And he will say no. If he says no, then I don't. The intention is different. And some people, they always tell me, "Why are you trying to film us? You want to sell us." Here, that's the way it is in Africa. You want to film me. You want to sell my images. And if you sell my images, let me say, if you film my images, where are you going to take them? You see all those kinds of moments, all those kinds of problems. So I'm like, okay, fine, it's okay. So you cannot force some people to film them. And here in Zambia, there is that law whereby if you just film somebody, hey, they will jail you, I'm telling you. They'll put you in prison. They'll put you behind bars because you filmed them. Hmm? So you need to take maybe legal permission from them. If they say no, then you have to go. If they say yes, then you need to do it. So just like there, I was like, no, let me just keep quiet, and then let me not disclose what I do on YouTube with my cameras. And they didn't notice even to say I've got cameras. No, I just went there, just a normal person with my bag on my back. Just went there, a normal person, trying to do, trying to see. He teaches me, and I was learning from him. He showed me some fishes that he have, and he threw some feeds in the fish pond, and there were a lot of fish, I'm telling you. And I'm like, wow, this is so beautiful. And by the way, guys, if you have really enjoyed my video today, this video that I've done today, it's one of the beautiful videos. Those people who loves earning loans from different banks or different companies, I think you've seen the disadvantages. I think you've seen the importance of getting a loan. You know, we need to learn some of these things. We need to be taught. We need to be taught. We think that maybe a loan, it can be a good thing. Sometimes we think maybe it's a beautiful thing, but somehow it's a burden. Somehow it's a burden, I'm telling you. Somehow it's a burden. And you'll be delayed. A lot of things are going to be delayed. Why? Because you'll be tied to pay a certain amount of money for 10 years or 5 years. Imagine. And you are having the same loan without any intention. You see, which is some of them, they have bad intention, whereby they get a loan from a bank, they go and buy a car just for moving it instead of putting that car for business or what. So you see all those things. So these are kind of situations, these are kind of moments whereby you need to understand some of the things. Instead of you live well, you are living in pressure, your mind is disturbed, and you are failing to achieve whatsoever that you want to achieve. You are failing to do things. You know, you understand all those kinds of things. You need to learn some of these things. And I'm not only talking about Zambians, I'm also talking about people from other countries. You should learn this. You should learn this. Try to learn one or two things from my videos. Try to learn. Maybe if you see, oh, I talk sense, you also smash a like button there. Kabien kunganda, kabien. Ndeshen. Kabien kunganda ni mishisha sweet. Chocolate tamuli. Tamuli mwamfa. Tamuli chocolate there. So, please. These girls, they're making noise. So please try to learn something from my videos, and please continue supporting me. And I need your support, guys. I need your support. Please help me. I need a camera. And I've been saying this to say, please, guys, support me. A camera is something that I really need. I don't need to be, I'm using my phone right now, and the camera that I have, the battery is not that good. Understand? So I need a good camera, and if somebody can help me, please, I'm kindly asking for that. Saradi suga mwankunu atino nshita mwankunu atino nshita nakukaba babebi mlefanshi sweetheart mlefanshi juice ya red tamuli taimoneka ya orange, not ya orange, ya orange. Ngombenda mkwai. Karibu. Isa. 7 kwacha. Mkwai. Yoni 8 kwacha. Namba yota muri atalala.
Ngai ndio taralai kuni.
Mone ni umajui sa marai sang. Momumbi.